Don't you? God damn it! Where's my microphone? Don't you just hate it when the worthless netbook won't boot? It's like, this netbook's not good for anything. Why won't it turn on?
This thing that I couldn't use if it was on, why won't it turn on?
Yeah, like, I could be having a very bad experience
If that's the case, then why are you trying to turn it on? I could be having a
really terrible experience right now.
If that's the case, then why are you even trying to turn it on?
It's like slightly better than using a phone. Speaking of phones... This is my new phone. Here's my new phone. That wasn't even on purpose.
Wait a second.
No, that's you haven't laughed yet. Here's my old phone. It's a completely different phone. That phone's a year older than this phone.
So it's your new old phone?
Well, it's my mom's old phone.
It's your old new phone?
It's my mother's old phone. This headphone jack is like all fucked up and it's almost dead. Mm-hmm. It's almost not working at all.
Oh, okay.
So my mom gave me her old phone. It's an LG Ally for the listening. It's from 2010.
The Ally?
The Ally.
Do you feel stronger in combat now?
No. It's like the worst. It's like a level 1 healer.
So like...
And I'm a level 19 fighting level 23 monks and shit.
Can't do that.
But I've got this fucking level 1 white mage or cleric. I don't know.
He heals 7 points of health every now and again.
Every once in a while. I have 120 health points.
He heals 7 of them with a 45-second cooldown.
And he can only use the spell 3 times a day anyway.
But
it takes 45 seconds. You can only do it once every 45 seconds, 3 times a day.
For a max of 21 health.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but other than the headphone jack, is there any benefit?
No, I've got the SD card in my old newer
your
my
old
2011 phone.
Okay. Name your phone by the year.
In the My Touch.
Right. Okay, so
that's that whole thing.
So why'd you have the new phone with you? Why do you have the new old phone with you?
I took it to my sister's house to get a slightly faster launcher and shit from the Wi-Fi because I can't get it online at my place.
Okay, I got you.
I don't have Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I forgot. The hotel Wi-Fi is fucking poo.
No, there is no hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh, it's just the internet's poo. Yeah. And then there's no Wi-Fi.
The internet's terrible.
Okay.
There's no Wi-Fi. If I have my router in my car, but I don't have I don't know where the power cord or my other Ethernet cable is. Mm-hmm. They're lost to time.
It could be worse. I remember when like your internet connection was
so I can plug
your
one
phone.
device into the internet. Yeah, well, at least it broadcasts Wi-Fi. It's the little things in life.
It's a very slow, shitty Wi-Fi.
Well, it's 3G. It was 1 point. It's faster than my hotel internet is sometimes. Mm. And it had a way faster ping too.
Really?
Yeah, my hotel ping is like at the good times it's 250 milliseconds. At the good times it's a quarter of a second. Mm. There's no gaming in the hotel. I could silently game on the 3G if I wanted a terrible experience, but it's just not happening at the hotel. That's not possible.
I bet playing a video game online on a 3G connection is probably kind of like
well, I could get it down to like
wrestling
80
on a PS2
I could
online.
get it down to like 80 ping sometime. Mm. And you don't need, like, you can, if the ping were good, you could play most video games on a 56K modem.
Really?
If the ping were better. I used to play Halo on a 56K modem. It was Halo 1.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And wasn't it like PC. Also like shitty though? Like wasn't it like sometimes good and sometimes like didn't work very well?
Yeah, the ping was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, the ping would be sometimes bad and sometimes worse. But that's how it is now at the hotel because I'm sharing a cable connection with like 15 other people.
Right.
I'm sharing a shitty cable connection, a shitty Time Warner 5 megabit cable connection. Maybe 10. Maybe it's 10 megabits with like 15 other people.
Right. Jesus.
Like I can see them. They're on my network. I can look at their computers. If I cared to, I could probably get into their files. Mm. But, you know, if they cared to, they could probably get into mine.
Right. Is that why you don't get into their files? Or you just don't care to?
I don't think most of them would be savvy enough to Google how to hack into a public network.
They're not savvy enough to ask Google.
Yeah. Well, it's asking a lot of most people.
Yeah.
To Google something. Even something that seems like it would be hard. It's like, how do you think fucking Anonymous does it? They just Google it because they're not hackers.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about being a hacker. I'm talking about Googling an app that'll do it for you. A Firefox extension.
Do hackers even exist anymore? Or is it all just apps?
Yeah, they do, but they're not fucking...
They're not stealing stuff from... They're not stealing the interview?
They're not... Yeah, they're not hacking a SQL database because Sony still hasn't updated their security policies. It's like, oh no, how did you get into Sony? I don't know. Lesson 1 of hackthisSite.org. It's the first lesson. How to do a SQL injection. They did that.
What's a SQL injection? Is that what they
all it is you have to if you have a login form, you can put a certain string of characters to if it's not protected against to just to inject a SQL query. SQL is a database, and it's run off a query language called SQL. And they just have to put that into the thing, and it'll send it as a SQL query. And if they do it right, it'll trick it into thinking it's plugging in a correct username and password. And so they just log in.
Oh, okay.
And a PHP or a website can check. There's ways to don't let them log in using those strings of characters or certain characters that they would have necessary, but Sony didn't have them in place on the servers that had their shit.
Why does Sony suck at things like that?
They're terrible. And then they didn't fix it or something.
Yeah, because like I remember when I didn't have a PS3 at the time, but I remember when PSN was down for like the summer.
That was
the entire summer.
That was from the first time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got him the same way the second time, but don't quote me on that. They got emails though, so maybe not. Maybe it was some other stupid way. Some other incredibly dumb way they got in.
Probably.
They got DDoSed a couple times too, didn't they?
What's DDoS?
Denial of service, like distributed denial of service. It means they basically just send packets at them. Now you can't, in the good old days, in the bad old days, they just have to have a bunch of people basically like text bombing them, but with pings.
Oh, okay.
But now they have like the low orbit ion cannon it's called, that just does it automatically, and it does it way faster than people could do it. So it's like, it's basically uses a peer-to-peer like torrent style thing to get DDoS bomb, and just like, hey, sign up to this website and you'll DDoS whoever we want you to DDoS. You'll help us. You'll be a voice in that. But they tried to do it to Amazon, and Amazon servers just fucking bitch slapped them, and they were fine.
Yeah. Amazon servers, I just imagine like the gigantic bouncer at a bar.
Yeah, it's like these pings are coming in.
You can't get in. You're not on the list.
Amazon's just like, nah. Or one server went down. They were like, we got 5,000 servers around the world. Our load balancer will just send it to one of those.
Yeah.
Sony's just like, I don't know.
Well,
that sounds like money. We're not a store.
Wait a minute. Well, I guess they're not a store, but they make things.
Well, they have a store.
Sony's got money. Sony has the money.
They are a store, though. They're as much a store as Steam is.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Steam goes down a lot, too, though. Steam goes down anytime there's a sale. It's like a big sale. They're like, oh, Steam's going to be hard to get on for the next week, but...
I didn't have any problems during the summer sale.
No, I mean, I guess...
I didn't buy anything, though.
I guess I haven't experienced it that much, but I see people complaining about it being down all the time. Maybe I just am not using the computer at the same time all the 13-year-olds are. Yeah. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's... I'm not going on in between school. All this school is almost out or just out now or something.
No, it's out now. It's July.
It is July.
I dated this.
I don't have time.
It was July 5th. It was 4th of July was yesterday.
I had a bunch of tacos.
Does that ruin your perception of time, eating tacos?
I had a bunch of tacos. They're very greasy. No, my perception of time's terrible.